Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So this is the Oukitel Mix 2. Now this device right here is one of those phones that is not designed for the US as far as the LTE bands, but it is a phone. A lot of things I've grown to really like about this phone. The hardware is really good. It really feels premium. You get that 18:9 ratio and you get that 6-inch display. And when you think about it, the only drawback for this phone that I could find is that it doesn't have LTE for the US. Now, 3 days ago, I brought you the unboxing and first impressions, and it is actually a fantastic phone. It has 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs onboard storage. A lot of phones today that are in the $200 price range don't offer that. And they definitely don't offer this premium hardware. So you got to ask yourself, wow, should I move out of the US? No, I should move out of the US. But they do have very good phones that are being offered that are not officially designed to work in the US as far as LTE goes. But all of these phones can actually work in the US. You just sacrifice LTE for some of the phones that I bring in. And with this phone, it is one of those devices where you don't get LTE. But you in fact do get everything else. This is a great phone. It's 1080p by 2160, which is that 18:9. You get a 6-inch display. This phone is unique though. It's kind of a trend is happening here where the Mix line, the Mi Mix, the Xiaomi Mi Mix, that style of phone is blowing up overseas, I guess. And so you have all these different names of the phones, but you get not the same phone. They tweak it a little bit, and that's the case with this phone right here. Pretty impressed with it. The camera on here is on the front and the rear actually really good. Battery life obviously is going to be good. I haven't charged it and I'm at 46%, and so I'm on day 3. But disclaimer, I didn't have a SIM card in here full time. I tested it out. It works on Cricket, it works on T-Mobile, but there's no LTE on T-Mobile. There's no 3G on T-Mobile, but there's 3G on Cricket and AT&T, which is to be expected with a lot of these phones, and that still depends on where you live. However, if you can sacrifice that and you're willing to stay on Wi-Fi most of the time, because phone calls work, SMS work, picture mail works, everything works, you just don't get LTE speeds. And that's a drawback for a lot of people, but most people stay on Wi-Fi anyway, so I'm not trying to steer you into buying this phone. I'm just telling you it's really a good phone. But the thing is, most of us stay on Wi-Fi anyway. If you're in an area that doesn't have good service or whatever. But nonetheless, I wanted to give you a quick follow-up video on this. It's actually doing pretty good, man. I don't have any complaints with it so far. I knew that it didn't have LTE before bringing it into the channel, but it was something that I really wanted to try compared to the other mix that I got from Verni. And the Verni Mix 2 doesn't feel as premium as this. This is heavier. I mean, this is a lot heavier. I wish you can feel them both hand in hand. This is a lot heavier and it feels more premium. And you also get 6 gigs of RAM with this model that I have with 64 gigs onboard storage. Battery life is killer in here. 4,000 milliamp hour battery, obviously. The thickness on here is definitely doable. I don't really care about that anymore. If a phone's gonna have a big battery, it's gonna be something that I'm interested in. I'm totally gonna be with that. So with that being said, just a quick follow-up video. Battery's good, cameras are decent. The phone itself feels very premium and it works very well. So it's your man Jay Will. I'll give you another follow-up on this probably in a couple weeks or so. I've got some other things I want to show you on the channel. Take care.